It is I. I am the light of the Leo. So happy to be here. I am going to have a really great conversation. We're talking about why do we ignore red flags? And I feel like a lot of people are saying, how to ignore them, but maybe we need to start trying to figure out why we choose to ignore them. Yeah, I like that. All right. So we're gonna have this conversation. I'm pretty sure my brother gonna show up eventually, but I told him this is not a 9-ish show. Oh no. This is a 9 p.m. show, not 9-ish. So that's how we're gonna do it. Let's just go ahead and get it going. Where's that little video? Oh, there you go. He wasn't coming. Here he is.
I'm here. I'm so sorry. I was looking for that link and I was like, where is that link? And then I looked at 9 o'clock. Oh, it's there. Okay.
And you're welcome. I knew
Thank
you were
you.
coming. I did make sure to try to call just in case, but this is what we're doing on today. We are talking about why do we ignore the red flags?
Hmm.
So, y'all know I have an affinity with quiet spaces. So, I need to make sure I go ahead and get this music going. I mean,
Yes, let's get the mood right.
yeah,
Okay.
it's just so we could just talk, you know what I'm saying?
You
And
just
we
like Sebastian said in the Little Mermaid, we have to create the right mood.
absolutely,
Percussion
absolutely.
wins
Yes.
words.
Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. Can you hear that, Java?
No, I can't. There it goes.
All right. So we have some really great, awesome people that made sure to show up as soon as the show was posted. Aaron is in the place. Hello,
Hey,
Aaron. Thank
Aaron.
you so much for being here. It is the light of Leo. We're doing it, dagnabbit. Woo!
Yes.
Um, Tammy is in the space,
Tammy.
of course, per usual, and she says that is a dang good question, and apparently it's a question that keeps her employed as well.
Okay.
Whew, boy, I tell you. And Aaron said, "Hey again" to Tammy. She says, "Hey again" to Aaron, and Aaron says, "Tammy, I I have never had the chance to just say thank you." Oh, this is so sweet. Oh, get into the sweetness, Jonathan. I have never had the chance to just say thank you for what you do for a living. I can't imagine how hard it is. But as someone who's needed the help, I am also grateful for what you do. We are grateful. We can't imagine all the things you've been hearing, sis. Tammy says, "Thank you, Aaron. But right now, the stress of my job is trying to take me out."
What is Tammy's job? Do I know that?
She's a therapist.
Oh, okay, okay. I think I've heard of that.
Yeah. Aaron says, "Tammy, you do a very hard job." Absolutely.
Yes,
I
but it's
can't
very
imagine.
necessary.
Yeah, I can't imagine the stress you must be so strong to do it. If you break, God will put you back together.
Hmm.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Hey Tyrone, it's great,
Hey,
great to have you
Tyrone.
here. He says, "Why?" with the red flag over to the left there.
I really need to get me a red flag like Cammy from Catfish. Like, I really
Oh,
need to
you
get
got to.
a red flag.
It's
I
a cute
need
little red
one.
flag. Uh,
Okay.
Latoya says, "Hey siblings."
Hey,
Hello,
Latoya.
hello. Yeah, I love that we have this space, Jonathan. I love our
Absolutely.
cute little conversations that we be having out here. Aaron say hello to everybody. Tyrone says talk about it, and of course, hey y'all. That's Tyrone. He's down in Florida, Jonathan,
Yes.
and I'm over here, doing my best. Not, to, I'm all right, y'all. Uh,
Yeah.
Regina says, "Hey y'all, welcome, Regina." Latoya said, "I just want to know why nobody told me your body st- starts breaking down at 40."
Ooh, child, I'm 33. I am enjoying my youth while I have it, honey. Okay.
Okay. You and man. Okay. Then there's thank yous and love going back and forth. Okay, cool. All right. So you guys, this is certainly a conversation. So some of your first comments I really wanted to be, why do we ignore red flags? Give me your reason as to why you believe we ignore the red flags of our lives.
The
Um, Go ahead.
Okay, the situation that comes to my mind, as I mentioned, catfish, is when it comes to looking for suitors, as far as love is concerned,
Hmm.
and that is a fear that I have for myself, because I yearn for love so much. I am nervous that I would find myself ignoring red flags
Yeah.
or making excuses for the red
Mm.
flags that are so obvious because I want to have that love no matter what. And that's something that all of us really have to dig into because a lot of times desperation will get you into a bad situation. Um, and it can also happen with your friends. Sometimes our friends will change on us, and when we see those red flags, we want to ignore it, or we don't want to acknowledge those things that we see right in front of our face because they've been our friends for so many and so many years. But
Mhm.
they for maybe they've got new friends that have changed their perspective on things, and now there's some different person that you don't know. And it might be time for you to, X that person out of your life. So there are many reasons why we ignore red flags, but we the issue is we ignore red flags at our detriment, and that is never a good thing at all.
Yeah, as far as the why, when I think about why we do ignore them, a lot of times we're holding on to a fantasy of what we've always wanted. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And when things start the process of going wrong, the little things that could save us from major heartaches in the end, we love to ignore those things for the sake of the moment.
Right.
And when we do those things for the sake of the moment, we start the process of ignoring ourselves and the things that we need as people. And once we start doing that, then man, things get worse and worse and more difficult for that heartache to come. If you would have just had that small heartache in the beginning and strong enough to do that, you wouldn't have such a huge gut wrenching heartache towards the end if you hold on after you've literally kept your hand in front of your eyes all this time,
Hmm.
decided to ignore those things, and now they've come to a head.
Right. It's
It's
time to
sad.
remove the rose-colored glasses, y'all.
Absolutely. And don't do it for just to save you from having a bad relationship. Just do it for your own peace. That's
Yes.
literally it. It's not for them, it's for you. Tammy says people get in tunnel vision and see what
Hmm.
they want to see.
Exactly.
I go through this all the time with my clients. Absolutely. Sometimes we just choose what we want to see. Like it's like
And
just
even
going.
if
Go
we
ahead.
do acknowledge some of the bad things that we see, we then become apologists for those people who are exuding those bad behaviors. And that's not a good thing either, because in our minds, we know what's right and what's wrong, but we make excuses for those people, and that's never a good thing.
And of course, those people that love us, they see it and point out the flag that's doing like this. And you say, mm-mm. No, 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 it's not as red as you think it is. You know what I'm saying?
It might be
Uh,
orange or
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yellowish
And
red.
we can live with that. We can work with that. No,
Right. We can work with it.
no, you can't because this turns into that, then that turns into why am I still here?
Okay.
Mr. T.D. McCullum says, Latoya, I hit 40 in July. I'm holding on to my twist tie. I'm holding on by a twist tie. Oh my gosh, Tyrone. Latoya says JoJo deep side eye at the 33.
Wait a minute. What does that mean?
She just
Does it
because
does it does it
she's
mean that I
40,
look a little younger than
and
than
we're gonna
than
move
my
on. The Juice Radio and Talk Show says, "I love this topic." Thank you, Regina. Um, Latoya says, "Brother, hold on. We gonna make it."
I'm holding, honey.
We all holding
I know she was talking to TD, but
to
I'm
his
still holding
hand.
too.
I'm still yet holding to his
Okay.
hand. Aaron says, "Why I may have ignored red flags in the past because I thought my eyes were open, but the truth is I was leading with hope instead of the fact." Aaron,
Yes. Yes. When we look at people's potential,
and
that
only their
is the
potential.
only potential. We see what they
Woo.
what they're capable of, not what they're actually doing. That is the biggest mistake a lot of us make. And we have to understand, especially when we're dealing with adults. Adults
Mhm.
are typically set in their ways, and so the possibility of an adult changing who they are, just the core of who they are, which is what we're really dealing with, is slim
Absolutely.
to none. And you can try to, encourage someone to live differently or have a different perspective on things, but they're going to do what they're going to do, and that's just that.
And this is why when in relationships, whether or not it's romantic relationship with friendship and things of that nature, you take time to let them show themselves for who they are, before you dive in head first. Like with, shoot, give an example, Erin, Miss Erin D. We have um been doing this for a while,
Mhm.
as far as this YouTube and going live thing. And Erin has showed us who she is through her actions for a
Right.
very long time. And I don't like to play with the love word. I don't like to play with friendship. I don't like to play with any of that. But, after all this time, she's been getting to know us. And we've been
Right.
getting to know her through all of the comments and things of that nature, and personal conversations as well. And I can wholeheartedly say she's a friend
Absolutely.
because of what I've seen. And of course, the reason why I'm able to connect is because I had hope in the first place.
Mm.
But when you add the hope and the actions together as one, we can do that, because if you're just leaning on hope, we ain't got that much to hold on to.
Yeah.
But that's exactly why I can call her a friend, because she's shown herself to be a friend that I'd like to have in my life. And I'm going to brag and say I'm sure that she feels the same way about me. Oh, wait. Tammy says, "True, Jonathan. I could go on and on with this topic." Ciao.
Yeah.
Tyrone says, "Speaking of ignoring red flags, what red flag?" Oh, well, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, well. Latoya says, "OMG, y'all, this my topic right here." Inserts memoir.
All right.
Hello. Okay. Shoot, the thing and I know we all have stories upon stories of times where we've decided to just go with what we hope somebody would be versus trusting what we see in front of our eyeballs.
Right.
Tyrone says, "I must not ignore these hunger pains no more. I'll holler at y'all. I'll holler at y'all once I put out this fire in my belly." Okay,
All
we'll
right,
talk to you later,
Tyrone.
Tyrone. God bless you. Thanks, Tyrone.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. That's the love right there. Thanks for sharing. Latoya laughing at Tyrone.
Hey,
Fifi!
Fifi.
Fifi, thank you for coming on in. She said, "Hey, y'all, I'm so country." Why you say so country?
That's all right. We I was about to say we country too, but no, we
Just
not country.
somewhat. Well,
We
we
live
can
near
hang
the
out.
country though. I
We
live
can
near
we
the
can get there.
country. It's so amazing to me that Blythewood is like 15 to 20 minutes away, and those people got the deepest country accents. And here I am, like
I'm
right down
telling
the
you.
street, and I thought like I'm from DC or California or something like
Nah,
that.
nah, okay, nah, you pushing that. You pushing.
Really?
You, you don't sound like nobody I know from DC.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're
You
right.
pushing.
You're right.
Um, but we get it from our mother. That's why
That's
we talk
true.
when we talk. Yeah, we from South Carolina. We raised Jonathan, born and raised in Columbia, South Carolina. and this is just the way we talk. It's because her mother. Latoya says, Fifi, girl, we all are. Okay, and Tammy says, Jonathan, that's uh that's what I struggle with in sessions with people. I
Mm.
can I can change them. Whoo, girl. Which leads to people compromising who they are and on living their lives on other people's terms, and blaming them later.
Mm.
Yo,
Mm.
let me tell you something. You can I
Girl,
tell everybody? Let me give y'all some
girl,
advice.
girl.
The only thing you can change on somebody that's coming into your life, and it's not even always like that, but if they have messed up teeth, or if they have like horrible breath, if they can't don't know how to keep their nails looking
Oh,
somewhat decent, if their toes look wonktified, like those are the things we can help.
the
Okay,
physical, the
the
physical.
physical. All
Yeah.
right. Shoot, there's more no, you can't even change their like their weight and stuff. They have to agree to that, but you can still grab their hand and cut their nails. That's all you can change. And you can't change how they act. That was supposed to be their mama's job.
Tammy,
So
you have my deepest sympathy because I don't know if I would be able to deal with someone who is in such denial and they refuse to see what is real in front of their eyes. And they just want everything to work out the way they want it to work out when they don't realize that it's not going that way no matter what you do. You have to get yourself out of that situation. And it's but they're paying you, girls, so hey, it comes with the territory. But
a part
honey,
of me, all I can think about is the way I'd be rolling my eyes. It's like, so he just never did.
okay, okay, save the
Okay.
tears for Oprah. Okay, I was about to say.
The Juice Radio Talk Show said, yes, indeed. Erin has shown who she is, a great, loving person.
Absolutely.
Um, Latoya says, Fifi, hey sis. Tammy says, you can't change anyone or anything. If they want to change, they will change no matter what it is. Now, you got that right.
Right. They have to have the
Absolutely.
desire. You can't make anyone do anything they don't want to do. Especially an adult. We're talking about adults here, y'all.
Adults.
Adults.
Tammy says, I'm a trained professional and I can't change a person who walks through my door. I know you can't.
That's right.
That's for sure.
And it can be so frustrating when you frustrate yourself when you try to change someone. And so why put yourself through that agony of frustration when at the end of the day they're going to be who they're going to be no matter what. I mean, again, we can encourage people until we turn blue. But if they don't take that initiative to do the work, it ain't
Hmm.
gonna happen.
Yeah. Amen. Latoya says, it's called intuition for a reason. If it
Hmm.
doesn't feel right, then it ain't right. Run.
Run.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. And I love another thing that Tammy said. Basically, how people are rearranging their lives, rearranging um their standards, their boundaries for other people just so that they can accommodate them. That's a problem.
Yeah.
That is a problem. That's another thing with friends. People like to do that with friends a lot too because they feel like, I'm not saying I have no friends, because I certainly have friends. It's just that sometimes when it comes to friends, they want you to be something that they want you to be.
Right.
And I've been in situations personally, it's like they would just like me to be a specific kind of person, or they'd like me to dress a different way or look a different way. But it's like, I would refuse to change. This is why I don't stay around people all the time.
Like
Like,
like just like the movie Mean Girls, you know, when the main
Yeah,
character joined that group, they told her everything that she had to change about herself. You must wear pink. You can't talk to
child.
those people. We do this, and that. Like, you know, that's so childish, but
It
adults do it
is.
all the time.
Which bothers me. There was like when I used to work in office. Praise God, I don't have to anymore. God is good, and we give Him the glory. Um, there were people that they would always go out to eat or just sit together during lunch, and I can do that for like a week's time, but eventually I'm gonna go downstairs and be by myself. How do you feel about that, Jonathan? Why are you smiling?
I'm smiling because I thought about a particular situation that I went through at a job.
Hmm.
So there was this there I was going through this training. I was working at Wells Fargo at the time. I was going through this training, and there was this young man who was sitting next to me in our training class. He was black. He was, you know, he seemed like he might have been gay. Now, he never told me. He actually denied it. Well, I don't think he ever did. I don't think anyone ever asked him. But um the way that he would act towards me made it seem as though he was interested in me. And
Hmm.
so, you know, I'm a people pleaser. I can be a people pleaser a lot of times. And so he asked me, you know, if I wanted to go out to eat with him, you know, just you know, casual, you know, just as co-workers. And that thing was, it was so awkward. And it's like the red flag was, I don't like you. You're not my type. This ain't gonna happen. This ain't gonna work. And he was annoying at that. So it's like, you know, we have to put ourselves first. We must put ourselves first, because if we go around trying to please everyone, we're going to end up disappointing ourselves every single time. And then we're going to turn it on ourselves and make it our fault. When, you know, in a way, it is our fault for going along with it, but
Hmm.
it's not your fault because that person is who they are, and that's not going to change.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, that's
And
just what came up in my mind.
can I tell you how far your people pleasing goes, Jonathan? That's your name, Jonathan. Mm,
I already know, but go ahead and tell me.
you already know. Oh, I was about to say to the point where when you were in ICU and you don't even remember those days to this day.
Hmm.
And the nurses would always come in and you'd always get yourself together. Yeah, I'm great. I'm doing good. Yeah. And me and mama would,
Because I, that's how I want to present myself to the world in a certain way. And I want to do that at all costs. That's just that's just really who I am at my core. Because I've always feel like people are watching me. Ever since
Mhm.
I was young, it's because of the gay thing. Like, I always feel like all eyes are on me, so I want to be presentable. You know, even if even if I'm in a hospital bed, you know, I'm in a hospital gown. You know, I'm good. I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's that's just who I am. And hopefully, you know, I'm 33 now, so who knows if that's going to change. But hopefully I will strive to do better with that,
I
because
think as long as you understand that that's something that you could possibly do that could be to your detriment, that
mm,
could hurt you to not tell the truth about how you're really feeling in the moment.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
well, I think you know the friends that you could say, yeah, I'm not with that.
oh yeah.
So yeah, but I
But
know you see it.
even sometimes with my friends, I feel like if I tell them what's going on with me, like as far as negative situations are concerned, I would feel like I'm putting a burden on them. But
Hmm.
I've realized as I've gotten older that they're there to help me. They're there to talk me through those issues. They're there to be my support. And I need to
Absolutely.
use them for that support that they are willingly giving me. So, you know, I'm still learning, y'all. I'm still a working in progress, y'all.
Yeah, because those are the same friends that come to you about all of this
Yes,
stuff, and
exactly, exactly.
trying to talk them through all of it, but you feel as if, man, that's another show for another day, child.
Right.
Tammy says, I have people do an autopsy of relationships to help them get a clearer picture of what the red flags that were ignored from the start to present.
Hmm.
Mm.
Okay. I like
Hey,
that.
tell me, I'm curious. What's one of those red flags that people? Well, okay, that's a good question. What is the biggest red flag, Miss Tammy? What's the biggest one that people often ignore? I shouldn't. Yeah. Okay. I hope she gives us that one. Latoya says the first thing I had to do in my healing journey was accept my complacency and part that I played in the relationship.
Mm.
Give myself grace. That is so very important. And forgive
Very important.
myself. Well, I
Yes.
tell you, that grace, I know the
Yes.
Lord gives grace, but you got to be able to get, if God can give us grace, you can give yourself grace too.
Right. And we have to forgive ourselves. I've heard someone in the past, I can't remember who it was, but someone says there's no way that you can forgive yourself. Like that's nonsense. But actually you can forgive yourselves because a lot of times we do things internally. And so, we have to forgive ourselves for some of the decisions that we make,
Yes.
for some of the things that we do. We have to forgive ourselves
I can't so
for
down on ourselves
first
about
we
it.
have to acknowledge it. Then, as Latoya said, we have to give ourselves grace because we're not perfect. And then finally,
Absolutely.
we have to forgive ourselves. I love that, Latoya.
And one thing that always made me feel good about the mistakes that I made was my mother would always mention the song "Everybody Plays the Fool."
Hmm.
Sometimes there's no exception to that rule.
Right.
Everybody plays the fool, and when it was my turn to play the fool, I had the song in my back pocket, and I wasn't too down on myself about it because it was my turn. Listen, baby.
Right. And you know what? It's not always a bad thing that we get down on ourselves because that's natural. That's what we do as human beings. It's just we have to make the decision to get out of that space,
Yes,
and
move
get into a
beyond it.
space, of joy and get into a space of happiness and not stay in that position. So
Absolutely.
it's cool to be there for a moment, just a little moment, but you got to get out of that space eventually.
Absolutely. Tammy says, right, Latoya, right. Fifi said, Latoya, you speaking facts. Same here.
Right.
Aaron says, Latoya Chambers definitely been there too. It's harder to forgive yourself than them some days.
Hmm.
But when you get through it, you can find real happiness.
Yes.
That is so true, Aaron.
Real happiness.
Aaron's getting her kudos up in here. Facts, facts,
When
facts.
she said real happiness, you know what song came to my mind?
But
Real Love by Kirk
uh-huh.
Franklin. Because it's real. It's real.
Real. Fifi says, yes, I can be my biggest critic. Ooh, child.
Hmm. We could all
Aren't we,
be our biggest
aren't we
critics.
all, child?
Yeah.
But that's why we got to give ourselves grace so that
Hmm.
we can try to at least be a little bit less harsh than the rest of the world on our own selves.
Right.
Tammy says how they are being treated, overlooking being oh, okay, calm down, Jennifer. I'm gonna read this. Tammy says how they are being treated, overlooking being disrespected.
Mm.
It's subtle, but it's a red flag.
Right.
One of these days, I'll join you because it's too much to type. I can't
Yeah.
wait.
We can't wait.
Whenever you're ready, sis, I'm ready.
Okay. Because that's some wisdom right there.
It's true because I think about it for myself. The way that I'm being treated, sometimes I do. Wait, hold on. I don't brush it off that much. I think I get that from my mama. Maybe it's no. That's from friends, not with males.
Okay.
With friends, I have brushed off how I was being treated, being overlooked, for sure.
There was an episode of Beyond the Fix My Life with the rapper Turk
Mhm.
from Young Money. Him and his wife were on the show. And they had I love that couple. Like I could see the love that they have. I'm always looking for the love. Love is my thing.
Mhm.
And so they had a good relationship. However, he was dismissing her. He was
Yeah,
dismissing her ideas. He was dismissing her opinions. And Iyanla had to be the one to tell her that is disrespect.
yeah.
That is disrespect. Sometimes we think disrespect is hitting you or calling you names or calling you out your names. But no, when someone is ignoring or dismissing your points of view, that is a sign of disrespect as well.
Absolutely. Latoya says, it wasn't nothing but God that brought me up. It brought me up and out that sunken place.
Absolutely. He'll do it every time for you.
And it's his strength, grace, and mercy that is continuing to carry me through. Absolutely.
Amen to
And,
that,
and you
sister.
know what? That's another thing. As we continue to lean on God, you know, it's our strength as well. And we continue to get stronger and stronger as we start to love more and more ourselves and the God in us as well. So continue on. I know God got us all as well as you. She says, when they don't talk about their childhood, mm,
Ooh.
you know, I understand that because I believe that people that don't necessarily feel comfortable talking about their childhood, unfortunately, might not have reconciled with it.
Right. That's
If you
typically why
can't,
they don't want to discuss it.
yeah, if you can't, there's an issue there. There's something there, which means that's something unresolved within them, which means that they're not whole, which means they're not ready to be in nobody's relationship. So yeah,
Right.
that's certainly a red flag in my opinion. Tammy says, and ignoring their own instincts. I knew a friendship needed to end uh, two, eight, wait, 8 years ago. Oh yeah, 8 years before I ended it. Oh,
Oh, wow.
it had even it had even written it down. Oh, I had even written it down in a journal.
Tammy, and like, girl, I went through the
Girl,
same thing. Exact same thing. I had this friend, and we have been friends since junior year in high school. And it had started off, really cool, but we had gotten closer after we graduated. But then I saw that I felt like she was using me. And when I understood it, I didn't know how I could sever it. I didn't know how I could end it. But I let it go on for so long because I felt obligated to be her friend, and I didn't want to hurt her feelings on the same coin. But I eventually had to I just had to get out of there. But I get what you mean, Tammy. I was in that friendship for quite a while. I'd actually cut her off twice. I cut her off once, then she came back into my life. Then I had to cut her off again. So it's one of those things. But when you sometimes you feel obligated to be in someone's life because maybe you feel like you're helping them or maybe you feel like you're elevating them. But when you see that friendship is or relationship is not healthy for you, you have to do what's best for you.
absolutely. And I want to give myself a pat on the back for not saying nothing.
Thank you.
I let Jonathan go through a process.
Yeah.
Not easy. It's not easy for Jennifer. Um, the juice says, right, Jonathan, and she also is the praying hands for Latoya. Yeah, we just continuing to rise together. That's all. Getting to know ourselves. Rising. That's one. Latoya says, one thing I vowed was to not let this blessing break my spirit. Hmm. Oh, sorry. Not to let this blessing break my spirit, make me bitter, or freeze my heart. Hmm.
Mm,
Yes, I said blessing because this situation taught me many lessons
that's
that
right.
I needed to learn and grow and go. Wait, oh, and go through. So it could be ready for my next person.
I love that you call it a blessing, Latoya. That is so mature of you to do.
Hmm.
But it's the truth though.
But
It,
that's
it
just
is
what
a
it is.
blessing because it's a lesson learned.
Because you didn't know before, now you know. Glory,
Exactly.
glory.
If you don't know, now you know. Hey.
Uh, but I'm just looking at this. Didn't let this blessing break her spirit, make her bitter, or freeze her heart. That is my fear for a lot of people.
Okay. I was about to say, I know you
I
don't feel that for yourself.
Oh no, for a lot of people.
Okay.
Because let me tell you, when I realized that I wasn't going to marry my first love, you know what my prayer was, Jonathan?
What was it?
Lord, love got to be better than this
Yeah.
for me to move on. I don't want to end up comparing all the time. It just got to be better. And he made that happen. Ooh, Lord, I'm trying. I'm gonna just try not to open that portal. I'm trying to look into Latoya Chambers' love. Okay, let me leave that alone. I'm sure we'll talk about that in the future. Aaron says that's beautiful, Latoya. And Tammy says, "Oh Lord, this was a 30-year friendship. I
Wow.
finally ended it. It wasn't ugly. It was 12/31/2011. We
Mm.
had dinner, finished, and went separate ways.
Wow.
Hmm. I knew we wouldn't speak again. We didn't until the day Prince died.
Wow.
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 Hey, Tammy, I'm about to be super nosy right now. Why did that friendship have to end? Yeah, good question. Tammy said she sent me a text. Oh, when Prince died. That was a
Okay.
horrible day. It was a horrible day for me too. I just thank God I saw him live at least once before he went on to glory.
Yes, you did.
What a day. I acted a fool.
Okay.
Anyway,
You were ranting and raving about that concert for the longest, honey. But hey, it is what it is. Hopefully, I'll have the same reaction by after tomorrow, girl.
I know you would.
Of course.
Here it says, Jennifer, I married my first love. No regrets. But first love should just be what it is. The first.
Right. Right.
And that's going on into another topic that I feel real strong about, Aaron. Getting married young.
Mm.
I am not a proponent to that. Um, I don't know. It's just I guess yes, it does work for some people. That's for sure.
It
It does
does.
work
It
for some
does.
people. But for the people that I've seen it work for, they were great communicators.
Hmm.
The only way that you're going to go from 18 to 30 and still be together is communication. Because
Right.
if you think about your own life, look at yourself from 18 to just 21. You are not the same person.
Not at all.
You change yourself at least 3 times in
Not
the midst of that.
at all. No.
Then think about from 24 to 28. I don't even
And
know who those people are.
and also those who marry young, I think a lot of times they have good examples of marriage. They have good examples of seeing what love is. I have to say, when I was in high school, I thought I was going to be married by the. I said I had a plan. I'm going to be married by the time I'm 25. We'll have our first child by the time we're 28. I plan to marry a woman. First of all, that shows you how off my plans were, honey. Okay, I was going to marry a woman by the time I'm 25 and have our first child by the time I'm 28. Like I had it all planned out, but when you're young, you're still growing. And so you have to
Yeah.
grow into who you are and whose you are before you can love someone else.
I agree. Oh, thank you, Tammy, for answering. She said, uh, Tammy says that she was treating me like her dad was treating her. Oh
Mm,
no. Okay. And friends had been asking me for years why I was still friends with her. But
mm,
I had to see it, yeah. And uh end it when I was ready. I agree. You
right.
gotta do that kind of stuff when you're ready. I had to own my part in it. Yeah. The staying there. Absolutely. As well as, letting that go on so long. Yeah, that's one thing that's always stuck with me that I got from Pastor Greg. When it hurts enough, they'll move.
Yeah, when you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, that's what I used to say about a good girlfriend of mine who was in a bad relationship. When you're sick and tired, girl, you'll be sick and tired. When you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, that's when you'll be able to move on. But until you get to that point, you'll still make excuses. You'll still be that apologist for that person. You'll still, have that person's back. But you'll
Yeah.
get there eventually, for sure.
Tammy says I couldn't blame her for all of it. I
Right.
had to take ownership for my part. Absolutely.
We must. We have to.
And that's especially, as adults, in every situation, well, shoot, in every situation, whether you're a daughter or a child, um, there are two parts. Well, shoot, maybe even three parts, but plenty of parts being had in any issue that's going on. And though somebody may be the aggressor, you still have a part in the back and forth,
Right.
because they wouldn't be able to continue to do it if you never allowed it.
Right.
So, yeah, I hear you. And, I just want to go ahead and close this one out because now we're just talking. Um, oh gosh, I want to remind you guys. Yeah, see, yep, there you go. That's her part. Tammy said, I allowed it to happen.
Right. We
Absolutely.
do that a lot.
Latoya says the awakening happened just shy of our 1 year anniversary. Ooh, that's good and early. Look at
Ooh,
God.
That's a good one.
That is a good blessing. Shoot, because the show could have been way longer and you could have been in the fog for a minute.
Okay, 10 years, 20 years down the line,
Okay.
child.
Okay. Child, you just right before your first year anniversary. That's good. That's good right there. Latoya also says being put on medical leave indefinitely with 4 bulging cervical discs in college, a teen going through puberty. Ooh, Lord Jesus. And mom in and out of the hospital.
Wow.
All at the same time. Yeah, God was shaking that. That was a whole lot going on in there. He kept you up too. Ooh, Lord. But I just see you continuing to do your work, Latoya.
Mm-hmm.
Continue to be good to Latoya, and you'll find a man that wants to be good to you. Or vice versa, that man might find you. Whatever. Keep on going outside. Don't stay inside all the time. Anyway, you guys, we talk about red flags today to make sure that we remind each other, our friends, family, loved ones, that there are certainly flags out there that are red. And the moments that we choose to ignore them will be the things that will be amplified in relationship and will create a more difficult relationship to be in, whether it's in a relationship with your loved one, a romantic relationship, or whether it's just a friendship or even family members. Unfortunately, it is the most difficult space to be dealing with red flags in the family, but you still have every right to take care of your peace. You can step away and be respectful at the same time. It's possible.
Absolutely.
You can show love from a distance. Showing love means making our relationship be all right with me being over here and you being over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. It's okay. The Lord is not going to strike you down for that, because there needs to be goodness going on both sides for y'all to need to be in together in y'all life and stuff like that. God bless. Fifi says, Latoya, God be the glory. You graduated. Okay, graduated in more than one thing. Okay, Latoya said I had no choice but to be still and let God do His thing. That's one of those lessons in faith as well.
Absolutely.
Faith. Regina, she gave me a clap of hands. She says, Jennifer, you did it.
Yes.
I did it. Yes. I just want to, I want us all to remind each other that you are doing yourself a disservice when you ignore the red flags. When you ignore those dead giveaways. We don't want you to do that any longer. We want you to champion yourself. We want you to show love to yourself by protecting your space and keeping those boundaries up.
Absolutely.
That's for you. And as you continue to show yourself love and how create a space the way you want it to be created, people will have to follow what you desire. We can't be bad to each other like that. Aaron says, "This was wonderful. Thank you everyone for sharing. I appreciate it too. Thank you guys for sharing. I feel
Yes.
closer to everyone hearing their stories. So grateful."
Absolutely.
And I enjoy it too, simply because, being transparent, these are the moments where we find out that we're not by ourselves in any part of life. We're not by
Right.
ourselves. Phew, thank you, Jesus. Um, Regina says, and Latoya is still smiling.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Latoya, the reason I love your name so much is because you have the same name of my favorite Destiny's Child member, Latoya Luckett. I just had to say that.
Absolutely. Tammy says, very, very good show. Awesome. I'm going to finish watching The Color Purple. I was married now.
Okay.
Enjoy yourself. You've seen the rest of it, have you, Jonathan?
Yes, I did. I watched The Color
Already.
Purple for the first time, I think a year and a half or 2 years ago. I think it was last year.
And
Yeah.
you did enjoy it, right?
I did.
It's a wonderful movie.
Yes.
Though it made me sad, the little parts that I would catch it on, when I finally watched the whole thing, I was like, oh, this is very redemptive.
And if you know who Whoopi Goldberg is, then you know that she deserved that Oscar.
Every bit of it.
Okay.
Every bit of it.
Okay.
But this ain't the moment for us to get mad and upset.
No, it's not.
Latoya says, Jennifer, put me on the panel, girl, to read these comments because, sis, look. Let me. Can I tell you why? I'm gonna tell you why. Jennifer's sleepy. I'm sure you see me yawning. I'm sleepy and I'm over here like. But thank you for looking out, though. I appreciate it.
Okay, I'm waiting for a thud. Boom.
Oh, and Latoya said, put some Visine in your ass, girl.
Ooh, honey. Okay.
Ooh. See, that's love right there. She looking out.
Okay.
She says, hey, I'm so torn. I'm so torn.
Yes. Yes.
Because I really want to pee.
Come on and catch the reference, Latoya. See, that's why you're my girl, honey. Okay.
Aaron said, yes, she did. Oh, I appreciate it, you guys. Tammy said, yes, she did. Why everybody saying yes, I did? Wow, that's sweet. And Juice is laughing at Tammy. See what else? Laughing at you, Jonathan. And now people laughing at Regina. Look at all the joy in the house.
Right.
God bless. But look, y'all continue to protect yourself. Protect yourself. And it's okay if, sometimes, you have to question those potential red flags. Just remember, the reason why you have to question it is because it don't feel good right in this region.
And the reason why you have to question it is because it exists.
Let me tell you this. I never had to question anything Tyrone did from day one to day now. How many years it's been? We've been married for 10 years.
Oh, okay, 10.
We've been together. Get ready. We've been together for almost 17 years, Jonathan.
Wow.
We're old. Anyway, Latoya said, Jenny from the block, we love you, sis.
We do.
I appreciate it. Love you too. It's okay. I'm going to be up, you know what I'm saying? And what I did it. And I'm going to be here next Monday.
Okay.
From what I've seen. Yeah, I'll be here. Anywho, next Monday, y'all remember, I'll be here next Monday at 9 p.m. on time. It's not 10-ish because I'm up. So maybe been a little bit too long. But let me tell y'all why I was sleepy. I'm gonna just give you this. I had to take Tyrone to the airport early, like at 6 o'clock in the morning. Woke up at 6-ish. So I'm going off not a whole lot of sleep. But I had to come in here because this is my day, this is my time. Uh-oh. Latoya says, my JoJo, we love you too. Aaron says, Jonathan, got another boo.
I do.
Racking them up in here.
Racking them up, honey.
Man, God bless. Let me tell you something. Y'all gonna feel away when he get his man.
I know. They're gonna be like, he forgot about all of us, honey.
Oh gosh. Lord. Because once again, I've already planned Jonathan's wedding. I'm ready. I've been waiting for this moment. I can't wait till you get the man, because Joe, I'ma stop and get out of La La Land. Tammy said, oh no, he didn't.
Well, let's go ahead and get out of here before these people get mad.
Wait, hold on. Aaron says, yes, girl. Responding to Aaron. Aaron's still laughing. I'm laughing too, sis. Regina says, oh no, a third boo. Now we officially sister wives.
Officially, yes.
Latoya says, JoJo, I don't cook, but I can shop till I drop.
Hey, Zaxby's is my cook, okay? You ain't got to worry about that for nothing.
You ain't got to worry about nothing.
You ain't got to worry about a darn thing.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Latoya said, Regina, slide on over, girl.
Okay, yes. Make room, honey. Make room.
Oh gosh. Oh, Erin says her side hurts. Poor Lord, girl, you and me both. Tyrone said, uh-oh, sounds like a scandal.
Okay, scandal, yes.
LOL to Tyrone. And Fifi says, this was fun. Thank you for
it. It was good so much times.
Fun. Y'all better watch out for the red flags. Okay. Let me tell you something. This is the kind of stuff I like. I just love conversation, some laughter, and some fun. And now people won't know that Jonathan has another boo. But they'll find out on the next show.
It is official.
Okay. And this happened here on the Light of the Leo. I love it. This is love. All right. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. What's the next show I'm gonna be a part of? Wednesday. Bible study. And you know what? I'm gonna do this, Jonathan. Oh wait, wrong thing. I thought I had I got 2 whole computers that I work from.
Yeah.
And I be pressing stuff. And I'm thinking that I can use this mouse for that computer.
Uh-oh.
Because on my work computer, everything's on the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
So the location of the mouse, does it correspond with the location of the monitor?
No.
Oh, okay. See, that's why you got confused then.
No, actually, my work situation uses 3 computers, and the mouse can go through all of them, and I be thinking I could do it with all. That's where I'm at.
Gotcha.
Let them know about you, Jonathan.
Yes, JoJo Speaks is my YouTube channel. I post videos every Thursday night at 9:30 with hot topics and social commentary. So join me on Thursday night. Subscribe, share, like, comment, press the notification bell, all that good stuff. JoJo Speaks on YouTube. Join us, y'all. And I will be doing my review on my Janet concert. I'm going to see Janet Jackson, The Blueprint, tomorrow. Tomorrow night. So I will be letting you guys know how that went on Thursday night. So join us on Thursday night at 9:30, y'all.
Absolutely. Of course, I am he, I am she. Ooh, Lord Jesus.
Okay,
I am she.
You ain't he, honey.
I'm not he, but she is me. Okay.
Yes, she is me. That's right.
Follow me at The Light of the Leo on Instagram as well as TikTok. And of course, here on YouTube at The Light of the Leo. Go ahead and subscribe. Please put thumbs up in the video and all that good stuff. Do that for me. And I'll make sure I say that. Wait, why am I bringing up Tyrone? Look at Tyrone.
Okay, don't he look suave?
I can't stand it, man. Anyway, meet us on the Juice. We're going to be doing a Bible study on Wednesday. So that's going to be 7:30 Wednesday on the Juice Radio and Talk Show. That's the next episode that you guys will be seeing this week. And of course, just a great reminder, we're doing our prayer, Faithful Warrior Ministries. family and friends Saturday morning prayer. Type in Faithful Warrior Ministries, and you'll be able to see us at 10-ish a.m. You will love the time that you have with us. We always have a great time with prayer. And yeah, we just bring the Bible into today's world and just talk about how God can affect us. And look, see, that's the little praying hands that's over here. You see the praying hands, Jonathan?
Yeah, at the bottom left-hand corner, absolutely.
Yeah, those are the praying hands for the podcast, Faithful Warrior Ministries.
Yes.
So if you want to hear the prayers there, we absolutely have the podcast there as well. All right. Okay, so let's see the last little comments. Jonathan, how are you just bringing in all the ladies?
All the ladies. I don't know. I don't know. That's how my life is going for the last 33 years. The ladies just stopped seeing me
Since day one.
since day one.
Okay. Regina says, I'm gonna do the Wendy Osefo and slide out of here.
Do the Wendy Slither. That's what you gotta do, the Wendy Slither, okay?
TD, no, we all know about each other, unlike Latasha. Oh, Latasha Scott.
Ooh, Lord.
Ooh.
Oop.
Tyrone said, uh-oh. And thank you, Aaron, for mentioning Bible study this Wednesday on the Juice Radio and Talk Show. Latoya over there laughing. Tyrone says, I'm going to wave my white flag on that note. Y'all got this, sister wives. JoJo's Angels.
I like that. JoJo's Angels. That's cute.
Yo, but like seriously, you might want to put that on a t-shirt. Because that's what Latoya said. Hey, put it on a t-shirt.
I should.
You know what? That's going to be your merch. Look at Tyrone. He's so prophetic. He can't stand it. JoJo's
Okay.
Angels, like seriously.
I love that.
Oh my gosh, I love that too. Because I know he be calling himself an angel, y'all. Believe it or not.
You know what I got that from? I got it from a man.
Surprise. Latoya says, does this make me a cougar? No, Jonathan's just 33.
Not at all. I'm just 33.
Oh, you're good.
You good.
Jonathan's milk. Regina says Jonathan's milkshake brings all of us to the park. Oh
Girl,
gosh.
This is ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Tyrone said JoJo got the mojo with the ladies.
Mojo Jojo. Yes,
Mojo
get it right.
got
Mojo
JoJo got the
Jojo. Okay.
mojo. Yes, it does. Yeah, JoJo's Angels. I love that. Aaron agrees. Put it on a shirt.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Latoya says I got Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Regina, when your days?
Ah!
Okay, as we Joe the Mo. Y'all stop.
Yes.
Okay. We've been laughing for a while. I love you guys.
I love y'all too. Love you with all my little heart, y'all.
I love y'all dearly. I was gonna say something else, but we'll talk about that later. God bless. We are out of here. How do you you see, I'm doing it again.
I was about to say, why are you asking me, girl? I'm over here.
Oh, bye.
Bye.